Welcome to another episode of The Wave. My name is Adam.
My name's Nick. It's the weekly news and chat show from the world famous Bottom of the Stream podcast.
That's us. We
Back
are
again.
the world famous Bottom of the Stream podcast.
Yeah.
Back again for another week of fun film frolics.
And mirth.
Mirth.
I don't know why I want to say mirth, but I
I've
want
not
to
said
say
mirth
mirth.
for a long time.
Let's have some mirth.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Shall we have a Murphy wave?
Yeah, fine.
How's things, Nick? How's life?
Pretty good.
Yeah? Been up to much?
I went and had a nice day on Sunday, walking around in the sunshine in the woods.
Nice. Where did you go?
Going on the adventure playgrounds and stuff like that with the family.
Nice.
Very
Sounds
muddy,
good. Yeah, I bet it was.
but fun.
It's literally not stopped raining for months.
I think that was about the most exciting thing that happened to me away from Bottom of the Stream. But there was one really exciting thing that happened to
How
us.
cool was Saturday?
Really cool.
Really cool day we had on Saturday, didn't we?
Yeah, what did we do?
We went to I don't even know how to describe it, a burger event?
A cookout.
A cookout.
A cook-in, because it was inside.
We got invited by our friends from Three Men and a Ladle.
Yes.
That's their Instagram tag if you want to check them out. They are, I guess they're food bloggers.
Sure.
Does that make sense? They basically go and visit food festivals and food places and blog about it and then go home and try and make the stuff.
It's a tough hobby, but someone's got to
Exactly,
go and
yeah.
try all the nice food.
So they invited us to their burger event, Ready Grilling and Ladle.
Yeah.
Which is a great name. And they made a Bottom of the Stream burger for us. They named a burger after us.
I mean, it might be one of my highlights of ever, having a burger named after this show.
Absolutely. It was a surf and turf burger. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I've got the description. Bear with while I
God,
find it.
see if you can, through good audio, make our listeners' mouths water.
I've got to find it first. Fuck knows where it's going to be.
I think we've sent a picture on most of the socials. I don't
Yeah,
think I've done Twitter. I will.
It definitely went
catch
up
it
on Instagram. Okay, so it was a beef patty with melted cheddar, deep fried crispy prawns tossed in a pineapple and mango hot sauce, seaweed, and a cucumber and onion pickle.
Oh, it tasted so good.
It was so... How nice was that hot sauce?
Yeah.
Pineapple and mango hot sauce. Oh my goodness. Those prawns tossed in that were divine.
Yeah.
And then we had like 4 other burgers as well. It was great. It was a great day. So we thank those guys. And if you've not checked them out yet already, go and check them out on Instagram. I think they're only on Instagram.
Yeah, 3 men and a ladle.
3 men and a ladle, all one word.
Which, obviously, we're a big fan of the movie pun.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll put their links in the show notes as well. If you can't remember it, just click on it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great day.
Thanks for the eats.
Thanks for the invite, guys.
Let's do it again sometime.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was definitely the highlight of my weekend.
So I walked home 2 miles after that. Just to try and walk off 4 burgers that I just eaten. It's not good for the diet.
That's fine. It all evens out eventually. Don't
Hopefully.
worry.
Hopefully.
What else have you been up to?
Nothing.
Okay, just eating
Just eating
burgers
burgers
named
and
after you.
running on a treadmill and hating every second of it. That's pretty much all I've been doing.
No one said you were supposed to enjoy it.
No, I don't enjoy it at all. I hate
I
every
don't know
single
if many
second
people
of it.
do.
But I'm sticking with it. It's going well.
Exactly.
This means I'm sticking with The Office as well, so that's going well.
Yeah.
I've just started season 3 of that now, so I'm
Nice.
flying through it. Should we start with some Netflix news?
Yeah,
Get back
we've
to the right order this week.
we've got quite a bit of news to go through.
We have.
So, without further ado, let's talk about Cliff Beast 6 coming to Netflix.
I don't know if I've seen the first 5.
Wow, that's kind of the point.
Oh, okay.
So you will see some recognisable faces in this poster, I'm sure.
I do see some recognisable faces.
David Duchovny,
Yeah.
Karen Gillan, Pedro Pascal, Keegan-Michael Kay,
Gus
Kahn. Their new teaser trailer came out yesterday for Cliff Beast 6, The Battle for Everest. It's dinosaurs on Everest, and these guys are fighting them.
Okay, that sounds really interesting. I've not heard of this at all.
Except, it's a fake film.
Oh.
Because, actually, what this is the fake movie that is going to appear in Judd Apatow's new movie called The Bubble.
Okay.
Which we may have talked about before. The Bubble is a movie about a group of actors and actresses stuck inside a pandemic bubble at a hotel as they attempt to complete the film they are working on.
We have mentioned that briefly before. So this is the film they're making during...
Yeah.
in that. Oh, okay.
Cliff Beast 6. And There is also a synopsis for Cliff B6, which kind of makes me want to watch it. Just when you thought it was safe to go back to the cliffs, all your favourites are back for the beloved 6th instalment. As humankind is threatened once again by a dinosaur species, the cliff beasts, the team must reunite after 5 long years to battle the beasts on the side of Mount Everest.
Sounds awesome.
That is the movie within a movie. The cast for The Bubble is Pedro Pascal, Leslie Mann, Iris Apatow, Peter Serafinowicz, Rob Delaney, Fred Armisen, Maria Balakova, Chris Witsaki, Samson Ko, Donna Eyre.
Donna Eyre? Wow, that's a random one.
So, yeah.
So these people that are in this poster for Cliff B6 are not necessarily in The Bubble?
No, I think some of them are. I don't know if all of them are. I don't know if they're all
David
stuck in
Duchovny's
the
not
bubble.
mentioned on that list.
But, yeah. I think a fuller trailer is due pretty soon for the actual Bubble movie.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Yeah, threw a lot of people out.
Yeah, that's free me a little bit.
Until they realised that the date for Cliff B6 was April the 1st as well.
Sneaky Netflix. Got in early. That's cool, though. We'll look forward to The Bubble.
Pamela Anderson's all the rage.
She is. Everybody's all over her at the minute.
So obviously over here it was Disney Plus, but I think in the States Hulu released
it was.
Pam and Tommy with Lily James and Sebastian Stan.
Yes.
Well, the real Pamela Anderson has signed up not to Hulu or Disney Plus, but at Netflix for a intimate and definitive documentary.
Oh, okay. So she's going to tell her side of the story.
Yeah.
She famously wasn't involved in Pam and Tommy.
No, she was not. It was made completely without her approval or involvement. She has released a statement which says, "My life, 1,000 imperfections and 1,000,000 misperceptions. Wicked, wild and lost, nothing to live up to. I can only surprise you. I'm not a victim, but a survivor, and I'm alive to tell the real story."
Interesting. This seems like a kick at the filmmakers. So I'm going to tell my story, but I'm going to do it on your rival platform.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, Netflix aren't going to turn that down if she's coming along and saying, "Hey, you know, I'm everywhere at the minute. Do you want a bit of me?"
Pretty sure Netflix are not going to turn anything down at the minute.
Netflix added a statement that the film will feature the pop culture icon setting the record straight as she looks back on her professional path and her personal journey.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that she's going to get to tell her side of the story, I guess. Did it say when it's coming?
No, it's very early days.
Okay.
So the director's been announced. It's Ryan White, who has worked for Netflix before on a docuseries called The Keepers, which I am not familiar with.
No, not me.
Yeah.
Cool.
So keep your eyes peeled.
Good for her.
Netflix has paused all projects and acquisitions in Russia.
Yes. After originally saying they weren't going to.
Yeah.
It's nice that they've joined the real world.
Don't know how that's a difficult decision, but there you go.
Apparently it was.
4 Russian original series have been indefinitely paused. Yeah, including one I think we have mentioned on here before, which was their new version of Anna Karenina.
Yeah, we did briefly mention something about it before.
Yeah. Over 1 million Russian subscribers for Netflix.
Have they pulled out of Russia completely, or?
They've not said that yet.
Okay, good for them.
I mean, it's at least a week too late, but there you go. Do more, people.
Been a strange week.
Do more. Well, we know that Netflix, moving on, loves true crime.
Yep.
They won't like this one. Because in the last week, over $500,000 worth of props and equipment has been robbed from 2 different Netflix shows in production.
I saw this. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, ironically enough, one of the shows that has been robbed is Lupin, which is kind of the whole point behind this show. Lupin had an on-set robbery in the city of Nanterre in France. No members of the cast or crew were hurt, but apparently, and this is pretty incredulous, 20 or so individuals hurled a shit ton of fireworks onto the set. And in the ensuing chaos, $330,000 worth of equipment was stolen.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine them just like Where's that guy? Where's that guy
crazy.
going with that camera and that boom mic?
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a storage. I haven't read the story. I saw the headline. I thought it was like a storage place had been robbed. But
Yeah, no,
not.
it was actually
straight
basically
off
an
set.
ambush.
Wow.
I reckon it was those guys from that movie last week.
It could have been.
From Get In.
From Get In. They're just going to go and take everything.
It wasn't quite as exciting on the set of The Crown because thieves there broke into 3 parked cars and stole £200,000 worth of props and replicas, including a replica Fabergé egg, multiple candelabras made from gold and silver, and multiple pieces of glassware.
None of which were necessarily in the best condition.
But why are you leaving them in a car?
Yeah,
for
why are they
people
in a
to
car?
just look?
Why is there 200 grand's worth of stuff in a car? Wow. Somebody's don't like Netflix. I wonder if it's connected.
You're developing a conspiracy thing.
Yeah. Don't like Netflix just rob
Maybe
all their props.
maybe the 3rd series of Lupin is going to go like totally meta.
Oh, maybe Charlie Brooker's making it.
It's like a crossover with Black Mirror, and they just get robbed mid. The camera turns around, and there you go. The set's being bombed with fireworks.
Could be. That'd be interesting.
I don't think so. But
I'm not allowed on this website unless I pay £35 a month.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Don't worry about it. I will blag it. So Netflix has purchased for €65 million.
Yep.
Another, I think this is the second one in a few months. Video games company.
Oh, okay.
They've bought Next Games, which are a Finnish company who, again, they've worked with previously because they produced the Stranger Things mobile games.
Oh, okay.
That have been released
so
so
they've worked
far.
with Netflix before.
But they are now a Netflix subsidiary.
They're really going for this game thing, aren't they?
Sure. Early days, isn't it? But those Netflix tentacles are reaching out.
It really makes you wonder
world.
where they're going with it. I'm really intrigued to see what's the end game for this. Where do we end up?
I think, we've talked a lot recently about them moving into being a proper movie studio. I think it's just going to be a full-on
proper entertainment.
Yeah. Netflix games is going to become a thing.
Because these mobile games at the minute seems like a proof of concept to me. I feel like eventually we're going to go full-on AAA at some point. Just streaming games.
Yeah.
It's a big market to crack with a lot of dedicated and loyal fans already there.
Exactly. But you do feel, don't you, that, as you say, the mobile game is very much just them testing the waters.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Yeah, definitely. It feels like it to me.
And I'm pretty sure we'll just follow the template we've seen for movies,
Yeah, they're pretty set.
You've got guys like Scorsese, all the big movie stars coming. That sort of broken. I won't work for a streaming company. That's been broken down, so I'm sure that'll follow with games.
Yeah, definitely.
Soon enough.
They're making a movie a week pretty much at the minute, and that ain't going to stop. If anything, it's going to become more, isn't it?
Talking of games.
Yep.
Because are we becoming a games podcast?
Seems like it.
Maybe. The Cuphead show has been renewed for season 2 already.
Oh wow, that was quick.
A week after season 1 debuted.
I still haven't seen it yet. I've been meaning to catch some of it, but I haven't watched any of them yet.
Also, Cuphead: The Delicious Last Course is the DLC to the Cuphead game. That is coming in the summer as well.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. So it's all Cuphead all the time.
Sounds like it. Yeah, they're really in on this franchise, aren't they?
I watched a couple more.
Any good?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
I'm definitely going to watch it. I've just not got there yet.
Netflix say that as season 1 only explored a handful of the game's expansive cast of bosses, there's plenty of material left for season 2.
I suppose it's a pretty easy show to make as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
The dialogue, the story's already there, the actors are already cast. It's just to get the animation studios working and you're done.
Yeah. Good. What I think we need in the world, because we haven't got enough of them, is another streaming service. Especially, we need a British-only one because they've gone well so far, haven't they?
BritBox went really well, didn't it? I think they pretty much give that away now.
I'm a bit confused by this one. So, ITV has announced this week that they are going to launch a new streaming service, which I think anytime anyone releases a new streaming service, they are contractually or forced to put in their press release, "We hope it will rival Netflix and Amazon Prime." I'm not sure that that's possible. They are launching ITVX.
Right.
Sounds a bit naughty, doesn't
Don't
it?
they already have a streaming service?
Well, they've got like a catch-up service.
Yeah.
And this is kind of what confuses me. So, ITV have said ITVX will be a free service supported by adverts, but it will also have a compelling subscription proposition.
Basically.
I read this as a rebranding of their
Yeah, it sounds like it, doesn't it? You can
plus
pay
an
for
add-on.
it. You can pay for it if you don't want the adverts, basically.
They say that the subscription tier will provide a premium offering and include all of the content ad-free, as well as BritBox.
Oh, okay.
And future subscription video-on-demand content partners.
So basically, they're giving BritBox away now.
Well, it's another distribution method for it, I guess.
Yeah.
I
don't think it's been as successful as they were expecting it to be.
Yeah.
I really get that feeling.
It feels like it's a bit of, let's throw all of this stuff at it, and it's part like a rebadge, part of, please pay for something.
It says, with the success of ITV Hub Plus, Planet V and BritBox, we see an exciting opportunity to launch your fifth one. I mean...
Well, no, it's kind of merging all those things together. That's how I read it.
Yeah, it's got to be, hasn't it? There's not enough... It's interesting, it says original exclusive content. So it makes it sound like it's going to make content and not put it on terrestrial TV.
You've got to sell it somehow, haven't you?
That's interesting, but... Yeah, that's weird. I wasn't expecting that.
It feels as somewhat unnecessary, but everyone wants a piece of that streaming pie, don't they?
Yeah. What's next?
Well, this isn't quite game news, but it is technology news.
Okay.
Google have unveiled new technology. It's not really new technology. It's just radar. Radar's been around for
quite a long time
many years. But basically, they have used the theory behind radar to put a little gizmo in your smart TV that will mean that if you fall asleep, it will pause your program,
right?
Because of the movement of your body, and also if you get up from your sofa, it will just pause or stop your program.
Okay.
So all you would have to do is like nod your head. It's all related to your body movements.
We're fast becoming the humans from WALL-E, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know how they're going to do that.
Because pressing a button on my little remote control is too much effort to move that thumb or finger.
When I'm lying on the sofa watching the TV, how is it going to know that I'm lying on the sofa watching TV or I've got my eyes closed?
Yeah,
the position is exactly the same.
Yeah. So you have to sit up.
Yeah.
There's this technology uses radar, radio waves that are reflected to determine the distance or angle of objects in the vicinity. If built into devices, the technology could turn down the TV if you nod off, or automatically pause Netflix when you leave the sofa. It would generally allow devices to know that when someone is approaching or entering their personal space.
I can't see that catching on.
Maybe it'll catch on as well as the Google Glasses did.
Yeah, maybe. Or their what was their game streaming one they did? I don't know what it's called, but that didn't catch on either.
Can you imagine all these Google guys just sitting around on their yoga balls, having a go at...
Like in Hello, My Name is Doris.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all sitting in the cool offices.
Yeah. Just coming up with this stuff. Yeah, fine. Throw a few million quid at it.
Yeah, why not? See what sticks. Throw enough shit, something will.
I urge everyone to go and check out this trailer, as I have done in the last couple of days, for Bullet Train.
I haven't seen this yet.
Starring Brad Pitt.
Okay.
Because it looks like a bottom of the stream film, only with a big budget and starring Hollywood megastars.
Oh, okay. Awesome. That sounds like my kind of film.
Yeah. It's a train loaded with assassins, and Brad Pitt's got to sort of fight his way through and complete his mission, basically. Bullet Train is directed by David Leitch, who was co-director of John Wick. He directed Atomic Blonde, Deadpool 2, and Hobbs and Shaw. Honestly, guys, go and watch the trailer. It looks like so much fun.
Oh, really?
Brad Pitt has got to go and swipe a briefcase. He's not the only assassin on board. and it just looks awesome. Aaron Taylor-Johnson's in it. Zazie Beetz,
Zazie Beetz,
formerly from this parish.
Yeah.
And Joey King, also formerly from this
Yeah.
parish. Michael Shannon's in it as well. It looks like so much fun. And Bullet Train is out on the 15th of July.
Excellent. Is that coming to cinemas or?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I suppose Brad Pitt, you're always going to give him a cinema release, aren't you?
I feel like Brad Pitt's not gone full on action for a long time.
No, I was just thinking the exact
like,
same
maybe what was the one with Angelina Jolie years and years ago?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he doesn't make a lot of films these days. But I don't know if he's gone full on that. He's quite getting on a bit now as well.
Yeah, honestly, check out the trailer. It looks loads of fun.
I will do that. This is exciting. This next one's really exciting.
Well, speaking of Brad Pitt,
yeah,
if you potentially like what he's doing with Bullet Train, you're really going to like the guy when you find out that his production company, Plan B, has got aboard and is trying to get back off the ground the sequel to Beetlejuice.
I'm so excited.
Which has been in gestation for...
as long as Beetlejuice has been around.
Exactly.
People have been talking about a Beetlejuice sequel for years. Literally years. Since the 80s.
Well, there's a hot rumour that Pitt's trying to do it through his company. And that both Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder are interested.
I wonder if Alec Baldwin will turn up.
That may be difficult. But we'll see. I think you're probably... I was going to say, I think you might struggle to get Tim Burton back, but...
I don't know.
He'll do pretty much anything nowadays.
Yeah, I think he will, and I don't know if you could do it without him.
I don't know if I'd want Tim Burton to do it, because I want it to be good.
I don't know if I wouldn't want Tim Burton to do it.
He can help.
Yeah,
he can make the
he's
tea
got to be
something.
involved, hasn't he, somewhere?
Yeah.
But I don't know, it just doesn't feel right with him. That's kind of his whole shtick. Beetlejuice was what made him.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right that he wouldn't be there.
Maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe
he doesn't want to do it.
Wouldn't want to direct it.
That's
maybe,
fair.
but I'm sure he'd want to be involved somehow.
I don't know who.
Probably just want his name over it, wouldn't it?
Who would you put there? Who would you put in the director's chair?
He'd be like, I won't direct it, but it's got to be called Tim Burton's Beetlejuice
2. He's got form. We laugh, but he's got form. He's done it before.
Well, look, I'll believe it when I see it, but
could be filming
it's a pretty
this year,
hot rumor.
apparently.
Yeah, it's a pretty hot rumor.
That's exciting. Michael Keaton's great.
What an absolute Indian summer he's had to his career.
Yeah, since Birdman. He kind of came back with that, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's never really been away since.
Great actor.
Good for him, yeah.
I'm going to close out with a movie we've talked about before.
Yeah.
Which is Christopher Nolan's next movie, Oppenheimer.
Okay.
A couple of new people have joined the cast that's been announced this week. Jason Clarke and Louise Lombard. But I wanted to run down the whole cast.
It's mad.
It's unbelievable.
It really is.
Because it is... We've mentioned a couple of these names, but just now seeing them all in one place, it's absolutely insane. I don't know how all these people are in this movie. So you've got...
Because everybody wants to work with Nolan, don't they?
Yeah, but they don't all have to do it at once. There's no one left. You've got Cillian Murphy playing the title role. Robert Oppenheimer. Emily Blunt playing his wife. You've then also got Florence Pugh, Flo Poe herself. Matt Damon, Robert Downey Jr., Rami Malek, Kenneth Branagh, Matthew Modine, Dane DeHaan, Jack Quaid, Josh Hartnett, Michael Angarino, Alden Ehrenreich.
That sounds right.
Scott Grimes, David Krumholtz, Benny Safdie. Insane.
It's madness. Do you know what the most madness?
Han Solo and Iron Man are both in this film.
Yeah. And Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. And Shakespeare. What does Kenneth Branagh do? He does Shakespeare. Macbeth, I don't know.
Page. The most random one in there is Josh Hartnett. Because I don't think I've heard that name for 20 years.
Yeah, what's he been doing?
No, exactly. What has he been doing? Good to see him back, though, I guess.
It's an unbelievable cast.
It's a crazy cast. next year, 21st of July next year.
Yeah.
It should be quite interesting as well. It's an interesting story.
Can't be bad, can it?
No, it can't be bad. It's not going to be a bad film. That's mad.
Yeah, I cannot remember a loaded cast like that.
Don't Look Up's probably the last one.
It's not as deep as that.
Nowhere near as deep as that. No, not a chance. Most of those people in Don't Look Up were just there because they were just little cameo names, weren't they?
Yeah, and some of that might be as well. But
yeah, I'm sure it will be. They're not all going to have starring roles, are they? But it seems to be
the over-under? That's a 3-hour film.
Yeah, definitely.
At least.
Yeah, Tenet's like 2.5.
Yeah.
And you would want to go more. Yeah, definitely that's a 3-hour film. Talking of 3-hour films, Batman's out this weekend and I've not decided if I'm going to go and watch it yet.
Do you know what? I can totally understand that.
I kind of want to see it, but it's on for 3 hours and I don't know if I want to see it that badly.
I think it'll be good because there was a bit of chat in the Discord this week on Batman, wasn't there? I really like the character Batman, but I don't feel too motivated to see it because
I feel like it's been
I think
overdone.
it will be good, and I think our pals will be really good.
Yeah, I do.
But I just don't know if I need it right now.
I feel like it
feels like he's never gone away, has he, Batman?
No. How many Batman films have there been in the last 15 years?
Yeah.
It's unnecessary. Reboots and re-franchises. And I feel like I probably will go to the cinema to see it, but I'm not massively excited to go to the cinema to see it.
I feel like I don't feel a buzz. No. I haven't got a buzz for it.
No, same.
Personally.
There's nothing drawing me to think, I can't wait for that to come out.
Yeah.
But I probably will end up going. But I feel like maybe it'd be comfier on my sofa in 6 months' time.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But this time next week, I will be recording and I'll be I went to see Batman last night. It's great.
Yeah.
You don't know, do you? Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I've watched a couple of things.
What have you been watching, Nick?
I watched a really random antiques / hoarding show called Swap Shop.
Okay, I thought that was the Noel Edmonds 80s show you've been watching. Yeah. Just found that somewhere.
It's like...
What's Swap Shop?
It's one of these...
What's the premise?
Blatantly, ridiculously set up reality shows from...
Oh, a bit like porn stars, that sort of...
Yeah, so the premise is that every day, all these duos around various places in Tennessee tune their radios into the local station and they listen to Swap Shop.
Okay.
And you get a hot tip, like someone will ring in and say, my father-in-law has left me his comics collection. Do you want to... Anyone who wants to come and make me an offer or come and have a look through it. Or someone will go, my shop's too full. Come and look around my warehouse. And then they'll all race over and barter and try and
interesting.
Buy bits and bobs to sell on and see if they can make a profit. It's a fun, diverting 25 minutes.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of that. Yeah. I might check that out. I like that sort of thing.
Yeah. It's a sort of easy 25 minutes. It's all right.
Easy
and there's a ridiculous cast of characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A bit like, do you remember when Storage Hunters was everywhere?
Yes.
Everybody was all over it when it first came out. So that was similar sort of vibe.
Yeah, this is more laid back than that.
That was crazy.
But yeah, it's the same sort of wacky duos
competing with each
bouncing
other,
off each other, and there's quite a good one where one of them gets to the house first and basically says, "We'll just buy the whole lot," and then they pitch upon garden chairs out the front, and then all the others start coming in, and they're like, "Well, we've bought it all, but you're welcome to go and have a look, and you're buying it from us now."
Oh wow, really?
Right. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I'll see if I can check that out.
How about you?
I have carried on watching Inventing Anna, and I was hoping I'd get it finished by today, but I haven't, unfortunately. Okay. I've got one episode left, and it's an hour and 15 minutes long.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like a feature-length episode.
Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's been really good so far.
Has it kept its...
Yeah, completely.
Intrigue?
I really like how they're telling the story without telling the story.
Okay.
It's really clever how you're like, I still don't know what she's done, and I still don't really know the story, but you can piece bits of it together now.
Cool.
And I feel like the finale is going to bring it all together for me.
Okay.
I have really enjoyed it. I think it's a really good show.
Awesome.
Really, definitely. But I'll go into it in more detail when I have finished it next week.
Yeah, I nearly started it the other night, and I was put off for the same reason you've not quite finished it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't know if I've got an hour and 20 minutes in me right now.
The episodes are all over an hour long. So yeah, it is. It's a bit much.
But I'll get there.
But I've been doing 2 or 3 episodes a night some nights because I just can't stop watching it. It's fascinating. I also did that Charlie Brooker cartoon.
Oh, Cat Burglar.
Cat Burglar.
Did you enjoy it?
How much fun is that?
It's a load of fun.
So much fun. I would highly recommend that to anybody. Some of the questions it asks you are ridiculous.
Yes.
But I was like, I failed it once and then got to the end on the second one.
Twice, I think,
I didn't really understand the first question I was being asked, so I lost a life straight away. But it's so much fun. One of the questions was just press left.
Yeah.
And then it was like, but then the options were like, don't press left. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I feel like it's I feel like it's a proof of concept for something. I feel like he's planning something bigger. And he's just like, I don't know. I was saying in the Discord this week, I don't know if you could do if Netflix can track the input, whether you could do an interactive quiz show. He
must be working on something bigger because him and his production company signed this huge deal with Netflix.
Yeah.
We haven't had any new Black Mirror since Bandersnatch.
Yeah,
is that right?
And that wasn't really a Black Mirror. That was just a little one-off thing.
He's produced these 2 Death to
2020
and 21, but they're just relatively simple talking heads.
Yeah.
So there's got to be something big going on in the background. 100% agree. I'm really intrigued to hear what he's working on. I'm intrigued
to see where he's going with it. I think it's going to be more. I hope it's more Black Mirror because I love Black Mirror. It's a great show. And whether there's some sort of interactive element in that, but it got me really interested in. Could you do an interactive quiz show where you can compete against everybody who's got Netflix to see who can win it? If they can track the inputs of what people are doing and the times it's taken and stuff. Whether there's a chance there that sort of thing could become a thing in the future.
It can't be a coincidence that, like you say, the Bandersnatch had an element of that, and then this Cat Burglar, which is different.
Oh, it's completely different.
Because
you're not choosing the destination.
You're not choosing it. You're trying to complete the program so you can watch the
basically
end.
It's a quiz show. It's a quiz. Some of the questions are quite difficult as well.
Yeah, because some of them are just like fluffy, stupid questions, and some of them are actual proper questions.
Yeah,
that's why. Yeah, I didn't want to give too much away last week.
I would highly recommend try it. Only took me 20 minutes probably.
Yeah,
and it's quite entertaining as well. It's good fun.
It's good animation as well, isn't it?
When you said, "Oh, it takes you back to the beginning if you get it all wrong," I was like, "Oh, that's just going to get boring." But it doesn't because it's different.
Yeah,
it's different every time. So it never got boring at all. So I'd highly recommend it. It's good fun. But that's all I've been watching this week.
That's fine.
Because Inventing Anna's on for so fucking long.
I've got one more thing then.
Okay.
So I watched the first episode of Guardians of Justice on Netflix.
Okay. What is this?
I really want some more people to go and watch it and talk to me about it because it's really fucking weird.
Right.
So it's basically a superhero show.
Right.
I'm not quite sure how they've got away, Netflix, with skirting the copyright law because it's essentially just a rip-off of Justice League.
Right.
So instead of Superman, you have Marvelous Man. Instead of Batman, you've got Nighthawk.
Right.
And Speed instead of Flash. And
so
there's like a fish dude.
Right.
And
it's a bit like The Boys.
Yeah, but this has got swears and also it's part animated.
Oh, right, okay.
But all the animation styles are different.
Right.
So some of it is computer generated, some of it is cartoon, some of it is like Power Ranger-esque people in suits.
Right. That sounds interesting.
And and the bad guy's like Mr. Smiles. So
that sounds like one of those a bot made this
it does.
thing.
I watched the first episode. I was really it had a really intriguing concept, which I want someone who knows more about comments to tell me. I won't say what happens because I don't want to give away a spoiler straight away.
That sounded like a call out to Ross Cook.
Yeah, I want someone who knows about comments to tell me, is this just a rip-off of a Superman storyline? Because I suspect it might be.
Right. Is it original or is it based on graphic novels? Or
I believe it's an original.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's just really weird, and I want people to see what they think about it.
I will do that. I will do that next after I've finished Inventing Anna, which I'll finish when you've gone tonight.
Okay.
I will then go on it and we can have a proper discussion next week.
I really enjoyed it.
Sounds right up my street.
So I'm going to watch some more and let's meet back here next week.
Let's do that. It sounds right up my street. Anything else?
I also want to know, I want to know how similar is it to like The Boys, because I've not watched that. And how similar
I have watched that.
And how similar is it to
Jupiter Legacy.
Yeah.
So I have watched that as well. So
Yeah.
we can have that conversation next week.
Yeah.
We'll do that. I'll watch that this week. How many episodes is there?
8 or 10, something like that.
Half an hour.
Yeah.
Cool. I can do that in a week.
Yeah.
No problem. No problems.
Cool.
You want to extend your rod over here?
Yeah, there it is.
Thank you.
How's it taste?
Nasty.
Oh, talking of nasty.
Spectros, episode 2.
Yeah.
This happened. This was a thing that happened.
What happened?
Nothing.
Yeah, I was really disappointed with this show. It's just not got off the ground for me whatsoever.
Not at all. It's awful.
It's really boring.
It's
That's
so
worse.
boring. It's only on for half an hour. It feels like at least 50 minutes has gone by.
Yeah.
I'm not enjoying it in this light. I thought this one was worse than last week.
There was no ghosts.
No. There was nothing.
Nothing happened. We got more backstory on these kids.
Yeah.
Which was
fine. We
fine,
needed.
but they're not interesting characters.
No.
Nothing interesting happens.
So they're still in the police station. They still won't talk to the police.
Yeah.
And the police are just trying to get them to talk. And that's literally all that happened in this episode.
Yeah.
Nothing. And then right at the end, they arrested the older lad's younger brother to try and get him to talk.
Yeah. Basically, they started, horrible police tactics.
Yeah.
Didn't they? And he was like, well, my kid brother's not done anything. Leave him alone.
The two police people as well are horrendous.
Do you think something's lost in the...
Maybe.
Because the lady policeman woman just walks around like eating donuts all the time.
Yeah.
But it doesn't come across as funny. But I don't know if it's lost in the dub or in the
Could be,
subtitles. Maybe I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt.
I think it
I'm
might
not
be
sure.
because I don't feel like it is.
There was no people on fire. There was no Spectros. No ghosts.
No ghosts. Just people in a police station waiting to talk to other people in a police station.
Yeah, it almost felt like the same episode.
Yeah, it pretty much was.
Like-
Only without the good bits.
Yeah.
There was 2 good bits in the first episode.
But if the first episode had been an hour long and everything that happened in this was in the middle of the last episode and then the whole thing with running over the burning guy was at the end, I felt like that still would have been...
It's so boring.
What are we doing?
I'm prepared to give it one more, I think.
I think we have to.
Just to see if it's all in a police station again next week, I'm done. I'm telling you.
Nothing moved forward, did it?
No, nothing advanced at all. I don't feel like anything's changed.
Yeah.
Also, it's the most forgettable show. As soon as it finished, I was like, I have no idea what that was all about. I can't barely remember anything that happened in the episode.
I've struggled.
I've really struggled. I'm willing to give it one more.
Yeah, okay.
But
deal.
We might have to have the discussion next week. Is this the first one? Considering we got all the way through the island, is this the first one we're going to bin off? There's an interesting conversation to have next week.
Okay, let's do one more.
Let's do one more.
Spectros episode 3.
Next week. Only on the wave.
It's got a lot.
It's got a lot.
A lot riding on it.
It's got a lot to do. Anything else? What's this?
So,
I found a link.
Yeah, with an eye on the movie we're talking about on Thursday.
Oh yeah, do you want to briefly
which
mention what that is?
Is your wildcard choice?
It is
for
my
this
wildcard
season.
choice.
It's a comedy
Yeah.
horror movie
It's a comedy horror from 80s movie.
called Bloodbath at the House of Death.
Yeah.
Starring Kenny Everett.
Vincent Price, Pamela Stevenson.
Yeah.
Karen
In that sort of theme, I found a list because I know you like a list.
I do love a list.
Ranker.
It's
not an insult. It's the website.
Okay. I thought you were calling me one.
Has in fact, I can do it on my phone if you don't want to know. The list.
Okay,
It's
do that.
it's the greatest horror parody movies.
Right.
Bloodbath at the House of Death does not feature.
Is it a parody movie? Just because it's a comedy horror doesn't make it a parody. I suppose it
I would say
it does
it is.
parody a few horror tropes.
Yeah,
in there.
I think
maybe.
I think you could have that argument with some movies on this list, as are they really a parody? But I guess they have elements of it if they're not necessarily an out and out airplane type.
Yeah, that's what I'd say
Parody
about
movie.
Bloodbath at the House of Death. Is there are scenes that parody scenes from other horror films.
What horror film doesn't have a trope in it, even if it's serious?
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
It's quite easy to turn the tables on
Paradise
those,
it.
isn't it?
Paradise?
Paradise by the dashboard light.
Rest in peace, Meatloaf.
Okay, we'll go 10-1.
Okay.
Number 10 is Dracula, Dead and Loving It. That's Leslie Nielsen. He's got to be in one of these.
He's the king of parody. I don't think I've not seen or even maybe heard of that. It doesn't ring any bells.
I think I may have seen it at some point. It's directed by Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
Who, again is a
king of parody.
Parody legend. It's from 1995.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 9 is Scream.
Yeah, Scream's a parody. It's also a standalone fantastic horror film.
Yeah.
But it is a parody of slasher movies. It reinvented slasher movies.
Of course it did. It did both.
It did.
Ticks all the boxes.
It does. It's also too far down that list then.
Well, I mean, I thought that, but there are some pretty heavy hitters in here. I think probably I would have Scream a bit higher. I agree.
Scream's one of my favourite films of all time.
But there's some pretty cool movies in here. So number 8 is What We Do in the Shadows.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Good film. Haven't we got to do an episode on that?
We have got to do that. We will do that soon. That's the mockumentary, which obviously spawned 3 seasons of a TV show as well, I think. Okay, number 7 is The Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, wonderful
2011
film.
now. That is now an old film.
Is that a parody?
I mean,
I think it's pretty unique, The Cabin in the Woods. I don't think there's a lot.
I always think it's like it was a more modern Evil Dead and then turned up.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't think it parodies the Evil Dead. I don't think that's a parody. I'll put it out there.
It's fine.
It's a wonderful film.
Number 6.
Josh Whedon, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Number 6.
Shame.
Scary Movie.
Which is a parody of Scream, which was further down the list of parody films.
I'd probably swap those positions.
Yeah, definitely. Scream's are definitely better than Scary Movie.
Number 5 is Evil Dead 2.
Is that a parody of Evil Dead?
It's a remake of Evil Dead. It's also a bit of a parody of all those sort of ye oldie zombie movies, isn't it? Number 4 is Zombieland.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let them have
I'd say more a comedy than a parody.
Yeah, it's a comedy.
Again,
but again, it's a comedy
it's a
parody.
twist, isn't it?
There's zombie tropes in there, isn't there?
Number 3. I like that this is on here. I'm not sure it should quite be this high, but a woefully underrated film, Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Oh, that's a wonderful film.
Yeah.
If you've not seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil, what are you doing with your life? It's a great film. Is it parody?
Really fun. Yeah, it is, because it reverses the...
Yeah,
turns everything on its head, doesn't it?
A little bit.
The whole college kids out in the woods.
Yeah.
Number 2, Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, fair. I think Shaun of the Dead just takes zombie movies and humorizes them. I guess.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest British films of all time.
It's now 18 years old.
Jesus, how old are we, Nick?
And number 1 is Young Frankenstein.
Oh, I've always heard really good things about that, but I've never seen it.
Which again, Mel Brooks.
Yeah,
it's great.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, I've seen it for a long
time. I thought that was
that's a good list.
Pretty good list.
I can't think of anything that's not on there.
Bloodbath at the House of Death.
Apart from Bloodbath at the
Come
House
back
of
Thursday and listen to us talk about it.
We're gonna have some fun with that one, aren't we?
Do you know what we are?
Maybe not
there was
necessarily
a lot
for the
of
right reasons.
Things about it that surprised me.
Yes.
That I was just like, I don't want to go into too much detail now. I wasn't expecting. I thought I knew what I was getting, and I was surprised.
Yeah.
I will leave it at that.
Not necessarily in a good or bad way. We're not going to tell you. Cool. Okay. Is that it for this week on The Wave then?
I think that's it.
Cool. So,
I feel like I've talked a lot.
You have talked a lot. You've done well. You do well on The Wave. I'm proud of you. Yeah, so come back on Thursday and we'll talk about my wildcard film, Bloodbath at the House of Death.
Cheers.
Bye.